Okay, come on, let's clap. Miko. Let's clap. Welcome. It's a Toxic Talk Thursday, October the 31st, 2024. It is 4 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen SennyJ and the Queen Miss Miko, of course. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Chat room is wide open, or you can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on all social media platforms. We're super excited to be here on a Toxic Talk Thursday. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. We hope all you guys are doing well out there. We hope your families are doing okay. God bless all you guys. Like my mother always say, thank God for Jesus. But listen, this is where you get your morning love. So if you have a deficit of love this morning, guess what? You can get that love here. But most importantly, it's the only place in this whole entire universe where you get your morning started right. To the Queen, Miss Miko, God bless. Good to see you this morning. Looking well. I see you shining over there. Great skin. God bless you, young lady. How are you?
I'm good, Shawn. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Don't be shy. Come in, comment, like, share, tell a friend. Let's get into it today. I'll be sitting in for your girl, SennyJ. So I will be bringing you the news locally, regionally, as well as in the hood. So, yep, it's going to be done Miss Miko style, but I'll be doing it on behalf of SennyJ. But first, let's get into this weather. Right now in Lehigh Valley, where we broadcast live from, it's currently 50 degrees, y'all. Going to 79, sunny all day. Mind you, we have had no rain within the last 8 weeks. So you know what I'm about to say about today, right? What am I about to say, Shawn?
I know what you're about to say.
Okay, so I ain't going to say it yet. New York City, same deal. It's going to be 80 degrees, balmy, sunny outside. The trick-or-treaters, you guys get out there. You have a good time. You be safe. And most importantly, ladies, moms, wear the white toes. It's okay. Wear the sandals. You can walk with the kiddies with your Crocs. You don't need socks today. It's going to be a gorgeous day. So get outside and enjoy the day without no socks, no sneakers, no boots, none of that. Just let the white toes go. But before you do all that, stick with us. The only place on earth where you get your morning started right. What's
Right.
so funny?
Yeah, because I think you're almost alien-like, and I'll explain why. You've been sitting here preaching these open toes for the last couple of weeks, and for some reason, and I think it's you, the weather has been appropriate to extend the open toe weather.
For sure.
So I don't know what kind of voodoo you putting on the weather gods.
Not voodoo on the weather.
Where at this time of the year it should be 40, 45, 30 degrees, and we should be having our coats on. I'm not complaining, but it is weird that it is October the 31st and it's 80 degrees in the Pennsylvania area. By the way, we're a swing state. But before I get into that, I want to say this back to Miss Miko and the weather, guys. And please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Please wait. And Miss Miko is definitely qualified to answer this question because she just described it so proudly in her intro. What is this latest trend with women with these white toenails and white? What's this?
It's not a new trend, Shawn. It's been happening for years. Whoa, what are you talking about? No one wears polish on their toes that's colored. Everyone wears white toes. What are we talking about here?
No, wait. No, hold on. I get it, but it's been an insurgence of this white toes.
It's just a clean look. It's just beautiful and clean. You have that perfect square on your toe. It's just classic. It's kind of like the French manicure. It's just a classic, timeless look.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I just think that there's a lot of women out here parading around with it's like a white toe convention. Nothing wrong with it, but it just seems like the color white is so basic, and it's one of the best colors on earth. And I think that women who throughout the last couple of years, you have been having these weird designs on your toes and on your nails. There's nothing wrong with it, and God bless you. But you see how the white prevails. Now there's a lot of
not the white prevails.
Right. There's a lot of black pro-black folks out here, 5%ers and Muslims and all that. And they wearing white toenails.
Oh my God!
And my whole thing is this: it's like I said, there's nothing wrong with it, but That's all I see out here. My wife is walking around here with white toenails. I'm like, what's going on?
It's a thing.
Cooper, my dog got white toenails. So there's a lot going on with these white toenails. So, guys, welcome to the show. And shout out to all the and you currently have white toenails now, if you don't mind me asking, Miss Miko?
I do, Shawn. Yes, I do.
So then let me ask you this question. What is the duration of, and welcome to the show, guys. God bless. From the time you do your pedicure, what's the time? What's that average time? First of all, what's your average time to do the pedicure?
About an hour.
How often do you change the color? Are you one of those women that keep the same color? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, my average time doing my pedicure has been about an hour, and I keep my toes. I do my toes every 2 weeks.
Right now that's right. Every 2 weeks, that's a lot, right? That's not. But what's the average for women to do their toes? Is it every 2 weeks, once a month? Like, how does that work?
It depends. Like my daughter asked me yesterday. She was like, "Ma, is it bad if I don't get my feet done the whole winter?" And I'm like, yeah." I said, "You may not have to get a full pedicure, but at least, keep them clean, keep them trimmed, keep them filed, keep them looking good." But she said she ain't going back to get her toes done until March. She said,
right.
"Sorry, I got a baby now. Times is hard."
Right. So with the average time, would it be safe to say that the average time for a woman to get her toes done is like once a month? Like,
yeah,
for the average,
that's fair.
Right. Yeah. Right. Once a month. Right. And then there's folks like you and others that are on a every 2 week schedule.
Yeah. It's built into our budget.
Right. And that was another thing I was saying. So it's really all about the budget. But if you can afford the money you can afford to do, that's how often the money that you can afford to spend is how often, how many times you do it, right? Would that be safe to say?
Pretty much. Okay. Yep, pretty much.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? The Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team with the one and only Miss Miko's in the building. You know how we get down, and you know how we give it up on a Toxic Talk Thursday. Now, before we start the show, I ran into last night I did an interview, right? And in the interview, I ran into one of the guys that was doing the interview. He's one of the, he was the DJ, right? And the other guy was interviewing me.
Mm-hmm.
And we started talking about politics for 2 minutes. And, for me, I'm well versed in politics. You already know.
I stay away from it because I'm not.
And I love to conversate about it. And the DJ, who had nothing to do with the interview, grabbed the mic and went radical on me, talking about how Black folks in this country is bonded in slavery, and Black folks this, and he's very pro-Black.
Mm-hmm.
He was so pro-Black that it scared me almost. I was gonna tell the guy that was interviewing me, I'm out of here. And I didn't come here for the whole,
right. I didn't come here for that.
Yeah, I didn't come here for the whole radical Black man speech. No disrespect. But my question is, I don't know if it's me, Miss Miko, and I asked anybody in the chat room, and welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Dude, is it me, Miss Miko, or is light-skinned Black folks more radical with Blackness than regular shades of Black folks? Because this dude was a light-skinned Black dude. And every time in my life when I run into somebody super radical Black, like sort of want to go back to the motherland Black, a lot of them, that could be me. It could be me. A lot of them are light-skinned, angry Black folks that feel that the system has done them wrong. Which they have every opinion, and that's their opinion, is fine, and their beliefs and whatever they've been through in their life is fine. It's fine. But for me, this is not the first light-skinned Black brother, and God bless this dude. He had some valid points as well, some I disagreed with. But Miss Miko, do you think that Is it me, or is the lighter skin? I'm talking about like the LL Cool J light skin kind of black guy.
LL
Like the
Cool J ain't really
like
that light skin. Maybe Kid from Kid and Play kind of light skin.
yeah, that kind of light skin. I'm talking about like light skin guys. And no disrespect. Listen, if it wasn't for Queens, New York, there would never be any light skinned guys. Light skinned men were born in Queens, New York.
They so corny.
But I've encountered in my lifetime a lot of light skinned black folks that are super radical, almost 5%er, kind of angry against the establishment, hate white people, black guys.
Mm-hmm.
So before we start the show, Miss Miko, have you ever run into a light skin, whether it's a man or woman? And I'm not coming from a racial perspective at all. It's just an observation. Have you ever run into any light-skinned black radical guys?
You know what it is? Yes, I have. To answer your question, yes, I have. And I think what that is, they have something to prove. The ones that I've ran into, it's like, I don't want to be treated differently. My mom is high yellow. My dad is really black. In school, I couldn't fit in with the dark skinned girls. Then I couldn't fit in with the Spanish or the white girls. So I was in this weird area. So I just decided to go pro-black, and that's what it is. So you're not far off from your observation, Shawn. For sure, you're not. You're not too far off.
I also think, though, but it might come a little bit before we start the show. I agree with you, Ms. Miko. But it might run a little deeper. I think that a lot of folks that are real radical, and I'm just spitballing, I'm just throwing it out there. Folks, help me out. I'm just throwing it out there. It's just an observation. I think light-skinned folks that are radical. Mike Dixon, good morning. Jeff Johnson, good morning. Mike Grassley, you already know what it is. I think, I'm just throwing it out there, Ms. Miko, before we start the show. I think it's also a level of resentment. I think it's a level of resentment that some of these radical light-skinned brothers who have obviously might be some mixture of the Babylonian blood. I got Babylonian blood in me from a few generations ago.
Okay. From when your people was forcibly brought here. Got you.
Yeah. Not only that, like my grandmother and great grandmother and all of them, there was some white penis that invaded the Harvey blood. I'm not mad at it. I'm here to share the story. But I think that the light-skinned black guy who's a super radical pro-African, whatever, I think he's resentful. I think there's a underlying resentment because of the Babylonian blood that's in them, and they're pissed off about it as well. So that might be another underlying. I don't want to go out of my realm where I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I sensed that from that dude last night. I sense a lot of anger and a lot of resentment for the white man, which I get it. I get that part of it.
So, Shawn, what exactly did he say to you that brought you to talk about it this morning? What did he say to you that was so compelling? You're like, I'm gonna talk about this dude tomorrow.
Because like in the interview, like he just jumped on the mic and he just yelled out these
Black
white
power.
Yeah, he said that, but before that, he was like, "These white motherfuckers, blah 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 blah."
Oh, okay.
And I was like, "Whoa!" We were just talking about the interview. We were talking about Cat Williams. Something from we brought up the politics came up, and I was just talking about how important it is to vote. And then he was like, "All this is a setup, and the government is slavery towards black people." So he went that route immediately, and I was like, "Whoa." And that would triggered me to talk about it this morning for a minute. But like I said, he was a very light-skinned black man. And That's not the first time I ran into that type of conversation with a black man that's light skinned. That's why I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. I might sound crazy right now, but every super pro radical, almost radical. I won't use the word radical, but super pro black man that's against the establishment. And he sounds like SennyJ as well. He's like, I'm moving to Thailand. So I was like, move to Thailand. Nigga, like, get out of here.
He's moving to Thailand to get away from the United States?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's it. Well, anyway, that's it. Well, guys, welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right? Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko. We are here on a Toxic Talk Thursday. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team and stay black. Okay, Miss Miko, let's get into this show, guys. Please, God willing, if you could tune in tomorrow, we will be shouting out the room, and God bless. And enjoy this beautiful day. It's Halloween today, if you're into that, and it's 80 degrees here in the East Coast, and God bless. And we got some information about our new format that we'll talk about that tomorrow. Our new format and all our changes on the show. Go ahead, Ms. Miko, what's going on?
Sure. I don't know if I want to start with politics because you kind of touched on politics already, or if I should go into something else. Now, you guys, I'm going to say this. I'm not well versed in politics. That's our lovely SennyJ. She will debate with you all day. I'm always neutral on the situation. So I'm just going to try to relay the news the best way I can, the SennyJ way. Okay?
No, hold on. Let me stop. Let's stop.
Oh, here we go, Shawn.
We're going to do the politics first. It's not, you doing the show your way. Cindy's not here. You ain't got to go into the whole.
I can't debate like
you can't. You don't have
to. You all riled up. I'm not going to do that today.
But that's not you. It's fine, Miss Miko. Cindy's not here. You got control of this. Stop. You ain't got to worry about Cindy and how she do it and when she do it and how she say it. Do your thing.
Listen, y'all, I'm not going to argue with Shawn, so y'all can argue with
him down in the comments amongst
yourself.
I'm not arguing. I didn't even argue. I'm just saying.
Look, you're getting riled up already, and I ain't even do the story.
Miss Miko, I'm just saying, do your thing. You ain't got to worry about Cindy. You ain't got to worry about Cindy not being here. This is you. It's us.
All right, fine.
Together, baby. You and I. Worry about somebody that's not here. Let's go.
We're gonna get into Donald Trump, honey. Let's just get this rip the Band-Aid off, and let's just talk about what's happening with Mr. Trump. Now, remember on Monday at the rally at Madison Square Garden, the comedian was saying that there's a floating island of trash, and he called it Puerto Rico. Now, to rebuttal that, our beloved President Biden, he said that Donald Trump supporters are garbage. He called all of Donald Trump supporters garbage. Then he backtracked and said only the comedian that said it is garbage. And to respond to that, Donald said, I don't even know who that guy was. Donald is just being far away from the comedian. Like, I don't even know who that guy was. I had nothing to do with him. I don't know who hired him. So to clean up his act, Donald Trump arrived in Wisconsin in a big MAGA, Make America Great Again garbage truck after the Biden supporters attacked him. He said, how do you like my truck? He was wearing an orange safety belt and he had a big garbage truck. The truck was to honor Kamala and Joe Biden. That was his words, in honor of Kamala and Joe Biden. So basically, he said that he has no problem with Puerto Rico. That comedian Tony Hinchcliffe was his name, I think, when he called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. He said that he doesn't know who he is. He's never met that man in his life. He doesn't agree with his views. He doesn't know why he was on the campaign rally. And he said, the only garbage I see floating out there is his supporters. And he talks about Biden supporters. And then he said that he has no problems with the Latinos. He wants them to come out and vote for him. He's going to have the MAGA truck with him everywhere he goes to pick up the garbage. That's agreeing with that comedian that had nothing to say. And it's just like a big cesspool. And I don't know. Trump is trying to distance himself from this whole racist thing. I know you guys say he's a racist. I don't know if he's a racist. I think that he is the puppeteer that's pulling the strings. He doesn't blatantly do it, but he sets things up to put things into action. What's your thoughts, Shawn?
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, wake up team with the Queen, Miss Miko. Let's go. Donald Trump is racist. If you don't know that he's racist, I'll let you know that he is racist. How do I know that he's racist, Miss Miko? You want to ask me that question?
How do you know he's racist, Shawn?
He was sued by the federal government for race discrimination for not allowing black folks to move into the Left Rack City, Queens projects building back in the day. That's facts. Okay. You can reach. Yeah, but that's why we're on this show each and every day to educate folks and drop that knowledge that's real. Put a number 1 in the chat room if that's the truth. Put a number 2 if it's not. Please, you can Google it. He was plus he put out an article on remember the 5 young folks that was convicted for doing a crime in Central Park, which they didn't do, and he put out a 4-page ad on 5 black men who, by the way, one of them is now assemblyman in Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember that, Miss Miko.
I remember
Donald Trump put out a 4-page ad for the execution, basically, of these black men. Just giving you a little, if you don't know if he's racist, just want to throw some of that in there, in your little mix there. For some black folks.
Why are you so aggressive? Why are you coming at me so aggressive?
No, I'm not coming at you.
Story.
I'm not coming at you.
I felt attacked.
Don't feel that energy. Don't feel that energy.
Okay.
So I'm performing. So for black folks who think that he isn't racist, then please check those facts. Now, to Joe Biden is out of his mind. Okay, Joe Biden is out of his mind. Joe Biden has an ego problem. His ego is getting the best of him at this moment. He did the right thing by stepping down his power as being president, because there was no way in hell that Joe Biden was going to beat Donald Trump, and we all know that. And his ego got in front of him because the Biden campaign, the Harris campaign, Miss Miko, don't have nothing for Joe to do. They look at Joe Biden as a liability. They don't want to. You don't see Joe Biden out there stomping with Kamala Harris, because Joe gonna get up there and say some stupid shit. So
he can't even walk. What are you talking about?
Right. So my whole thing is, he's sitting there in the White House, right? They got him in like some kind of room where he's sitting there. He can't say nothing. He can't do nothing. He's actually a lame duck president. If nothing's going on in the next 2 or 3 months, Joe Biden's sitting there twiddling his fingers. So Joe want to come outside and join the party, but the Harris campaign won't allow him because he's not cognizant enough. God, no disrespect. So that's why when he said all the Trump supporters are garbage, it was something stupid to say. It shouldn't be said. He should have never said anything like that. That's the next thing. Now, Miss Miko, I don't want to sound too aggressive, and God bless. Is for the Puerto Ricans who, Miss Miko, I am half Puerto Rican. Okay? And I'll tell you why.
So you're half Puerto Rican?
Sure, I tell you why. One of my baby mothers is Puerto Rican. She used to live in Spanish Harlem and from the Bronx. So
that doesn't make you Puerto Rican.
Yes, it does. It makes me Puerto Rican because my baby mother, Miss Miko, my baby mother is from Spanish Harlem, and I'm from the Bronx, New York. That makes me half Puerto Rican, because before the Mexicans and the Dominicans came to the Bronx, New York, way back in the medieval days, Miss Miko, it was only blacks and Puerto Ricans in the Bronx, New York. So we had to integrate with each other back in the 70s, in the early 80s. And listen, I'm an old school dude. You already know. I'm from the era where in the Bronx, New York, there was only 10 Jamaicans, and they were up in the north in the Bronx, New York. That's how long I've been on this planet. Now, before the migration of all these other nationalities that came into the Bronx, New York, it was only blacks and Puerto Ricans. So we were deemed to live with each other. So I was highly offended with that comment. But you know what? If you're Puerto Rican, right, and you voted for Donald Trump. This is just what your dumb ass gets. This is what your dumb ass get. This is what you get, my Puerto Rican friends.
Can I say something, Sean?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry to interrupt you. Jennifer Snaps G said Donald Trump was in Allentown on Tuesday, which is majority Latino. She said she wondered how that went. She said there were protesters. She's in class with a few Latinos who verbally said that they're still voting for him. So it seems that the comments of the comedian had no effect on their decision. So
Well,
I think he's still going to win the Latino vote, because I feel sometimes the Latino, they play that line. They could either go this way or that way. They play a fine line, but carry on.
Well, then it's unfortunate that the ignorance in this country has gone to an all-time high. So you got a person that's running for president with 34 felonies that couldn't get a job anywhere doing anything for anybody on a regular scale, but people are voting for him to be president of the United States. So there's Donald Trump supporters who have owned small businesses, right? And there's Donald Trump supporters that are businessmen and women, right? And there's some of them that hire people to work in this economy, right? That would be safe to say, right? But they wouldn't hire anyone that has 34 felonies, but they will go vote for somebody that has 34 felonies. That's a contradiction. Let's talk about the ignorance. It is sexy to be ignorant in the times that we live in today, Miss Miko. It started a couple of years ago. Remember the TikTok challenges and everybody breaking the car challenges and all the stupid things that we do that become sexy. So being smart and having common sense is not a trend that we had just a few years ago. Being dumb and stupid is really cool, and it could make you money. So I say all that to say that the Puerto Ricans and the Latinos who are still voting for him after the comedian made that insulting remark about Puerto Ricans, that's the level of ignorance that we're going to. So if you're Puerto Rican and you Latino and you still voting for Donald Trump, then there's something naturally wrong with your mind. You I don't want to say Joe Biden said it. He said that all the voters are trash. I'm not going to say that. But what I'm going to say is the level of ignorance in this country today has shocked me. It shocked me. I mean, he disrespected your whole island, the comedian who was affiliated with Donald Trump, and you're still going to vote for him.
Trump said, no. I don't know that man. I don't know who hired him. Trump is distancing himself. He don't want nothing to do with him.
Yeah, because he know that this could be so detrimental to his campaign. So before we move on, I don't want to sound too aggressive, Ms. Miko, but before we move on, okay, get out the vote if you're into voting. We got to run the numbers up. You already know I'm a Democrat. You already know where I'm gonna vote. You know what I'm saying? This is a very important election, and the nation is divided. I think Donald Trump is, and his whole camp over there is racist. I think they use the economy and the border as racial overtones. I think that's what they do, because they picking on these folks that they call them murderers and rapists, and they coming in this country and they taking over cities and towns in this country, which is not even true. It is so disrespectful. And if Donald Trump become president, hardworking people who are illegals in this country will have to return back to their homelands. And Donald Trump is going to rip apart these families. And it's so unfortunate that we're in this state right now.
I'm really surprised that the Latino is going to vote for him after he tried to build a wall a couple of years ago. That's the weird part.
You know what's weird about that? Can I share a little bit of that, if you don't mind?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Here's the problem. The Latinos are hating on each other. Okay? And I'll tell you why. And then we can move on. And welcome to the show, guys. Please like, share, follow, subscribe. Shawn Harvey Morning Show Wake Up Team. She started with politics and she got me going. This is why. Latinos are pissed at Latinos because there's a certain fraction of Latinos, Miss Miko, who have come into the country the right way, and they spent thousands of dollars to to be a United States citizen, which is the right thing to do. You know how you see on Citizens Day and the people in the in the courthouse and they pledge the United States of America and then they become a citizen. You know, they have a whole ceremony. They did it the right way. But then they, at the same time, their cousins are jumping over the fence for free.
Right. That part.
So that part. As you know, so when you got the Latino person who went through the whole process and spent a few $1,000s or a couple of $1,000s on getting into the country, and then they cousin Guadalupe just jumped the fence and go, "Yo, what's good? I'm here," and probably make more money than them. Then they become resentful towards each other, and that's one of the reasons why Latinos don't like each other, and that's one of the reasons why Latinos vote for Trump. The ones who come into the country legally or who have been here are upset with their cousins that jump over the fence. I say that respectively. Get out and vote, guys. I'm a Democrat. You already know. I'm blue all the way. I'm from New York City. I'm not with the Republican Party. We're not doing none of that. And that's another thing. The Republican Party traditionally is not the Republican Party no more. Donald Trump has gutted the Republican Party. But Ms. Miko, I will tell you this. I am nervous for next Tuesday. I really am. She has to really win convincingly.
Well, Shawn, according to The Simpsons, who's never been wrong, she's gonna win.
Who's this?
The Simpsons.
They've
been predicting stuff since back in the day that there's going to be a female president, and they predicted this back in 1992. Lisa was president. She was wearing a purple suit with pearls, and there's a picture of Kamala right next to Lisa with a purple suit with pearls. She's going to win. And another thing I want to know, how many of you guys are doing early voting? How's that working out for you? Are you guys going down to the polls and doing it early? Are you casting your ballot? Let's know. Drop it in the comments. Let's know how you guys are voting.
And then what about the issue of abortion, Miss Miko? That doesn't bother you? They overturned Roe versus Wade. Remember when President Obama, our beloved President Obama, remember? I don't know if you guys remember this or y'all can research it, but remember when he was about to leave office, he had the opportunity to nominate and name a Supreme Court justice on the liberal side, but Mitch McConnell and the Republicans blocked it. They postponed it until Donald Trump became president of the United States, which allowed Donald Trump to name about 2 to 3 other conservative members of the Supreme Court, which allowed them to flip Roe versus Wade to trickle down to the states, to have the states deal with the abortion issue. That fascinates me as well with women. You voted for a guy who is going to tell you what to do with your body? Again, back to the ignorance. I just don't understand it. Continue.
But I want to know about that mail-in ballot. Do y'all really trust that box? Do y'all really trust that your ballots are being counted when y'all mail it in? Let me know. I don't know about that.
So then, Miss Miko, let me ask you: are you first of all, are you voting? Because I don't know. You got to ask these days. Are you voting in person or did you mail in?
I would not mail in. I don't trust it.
You voted in person?
I will be in person. Yes.
Yeah. Same here, Miss Miko. How close is your voting location from your house?
Like 5 minutes.
Same here. Mine is right down the block. I'm going to go over there. What time of the day will you be voting, Miss Miko?
Why? Why are you trying to get all this information, Shawn?
I'm voting the first thing in the morning because I want to see my poll worker. I got to look into Auntie's eyes. I got to look into Auntie's eyes.
You got to see Miss Shirley, because you know it's Miss Shirley, the lunch lady, is the poll worker.
Yeah. I'm going to say, Miss Shirley, don't fuck this up. We need you today. I want to see y'all sitting there mailing in your ballots. What you need to do is go there and feel the conscience, the heart, and the soul of your poll worker, bro.
Wait a minute. Flor Angel says she's voting. Congratulations, Flor. She just became a citizen this year. Girl, who you voting for? You voting blue or red? Let us know, girl.
Let's clap for her first.
Shout out to Flor Angel.
Flor Angel.
Brand new citizen.
Let's congratulate Flor Angel for being a citizen of the United States for the first time, and she's able to vote. Floor Angel, I don't know if you know the voting process, but you can't vote. You got to vote in your community, in your district. You just can't. I'm gonna go New York. You can't vote all over the place. I don't know if you know that, and I'm for sure you do. I'm for sure you do. Floor Angel, listen, if you don't mind, could you listen to your fearless
And she's
leader,
Latina.
Floor Angel? I'm just talking to you right now. I want you to listen to your fearless leader in the mornings. The man that put his heart and soul to entertain y'all in the morning. The man that gives everything he got in the morning, bro.
Oh, Shawn, spit it out.
I've turned down vagina this morning for this show. Floor Angel, look at me. Follow the lead of your leader, your uncle here, Uncle Harvey. Vote Democrat across the board.
You
Vote
can't
Democrat.
tell her who to vote for, Shawn. Are you telling her who to vote for?
I didn't. I just said vote Democrat. I didn't tell her who to vote. I just said vote blue. Democrat. You will have a clear conscience, young lady. Vote Democrat. Vote blue across the board. Vice President Harris, please, Floor Angel, this is your first time ever voting. Don't waste your vote, please. God bless. Continue. Did I tell you that I turned down vagina this morning for this show, Miss Miko?
Oh my gosh, Shawn. Wait, why Ginger Snaps Gibson? G said, I dropped my mail-in ballot at a post office in a predominantly white neighborhood. Jedi tricks. Jedi tricks. Okay.
Is it Jedi tricks or is it backwards racism on black folks?
What?
Right? Think about it. Think about it. Is it backward racism for black folks? Why would she
Why?
go? Why would she not drop it off in the black neighborhood?
Because the chances of her vote being lost or discarded or something like that is not going to happen if she does it in the white neighborhood, because they're going to
Really?
think it's going to Trump. You don't
Oh,
think so?
okay. I get it. I get it. Okay.
Ding,
Wow.
ding, 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 ding.
Wow. Now, you know what? I take that back. That's smart as hell. Yo, right. Take your ballot into the white neighborhood. They think it's gonna be Trump, right? I'm not
Smart.
doing that though. I'm not doing that because, uh, well, it's too late. But I'm just saying, I'm not. I don't want to go into the Babylonian neighborhood on election day to vote for Harris. I might get my ass whooped.
No, she
Smart
did the
move though.
drop-in box. She did the drop-in.
The dropout. It's
The
smart
mail,
move.
the mail, yep.
I take that back, Ginger. This is a smart move. No question about it.
Yep.
Continue. So, your guys, are you guys put a number one in the chat room if you voted in person? Put a number two if you did the mail in. Give me 17 number ones. I'm going in person.
Got you.
What else you got? And we might
Next,
do we might do a special election show on Tuesday.
Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep. I don't know. I'm very concerned about this.
Sure. Why don't you go? Oh, you can't go live when you're voting because it's not going to be counted. You can't have any cameras or any of that stored. So when you're voting, so it would have been nice. Now I don't know if this is good news or not, but I'm gonna read this story to y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this story. So let me go open it up. So if y'all want to talk about crashing out, a 39-year-old woman was arrested after allegedly chasing down her ex-boyfriend, shooting him in front of police officers, and leading law enforcement on a high-speed chase. Reports say that she reportedly followed a group of people into a pickup truck, one of whom was her ex-boyfriend over there in Bel Air, Texas. Then they began fearing for their safety, drove to a police department to seek help. When they arrived, she circled the truck, fired several shots, hit her ex-boyfriend in the front seat. Then the officers on the scene returned fire, but she escaped in her Mercedes-Benz SUV. The pursuit continued across state lines, leading them in a 22-mile chase to Alabama, and ended in Pine Level, Alabama, where police used spike trips to stop her vehicle. Despite being surrounded, she initially refused to surrender, leading to a tense standoff with law enforcement, and she was eventually taken into custody and booked in the Montgomery County Jail on charges of felony, attempted to elude, and aggravated assault. The ex-boyfriend, who has multiple shot wounds, was transported to the hospital and he's in serious condition. My only question is, what you think he did to that lady?
Wait.
What y'all think he did to that lady?
I'm sorry. I walked out the room. Just real quick. What was that story? Just you ain't got to repeat the whole story, but what was just
give me a 39 woman, basically, she chased the ex-boyfriend down. He went to the police department. When he went in there for help, she shot him in front of the police, and then she took off in a high-speed chase.
Right. Now,
what y'all think he did to that lady?
Well, first of all, back to Ginger Snaps. That was that. I'm still tripping off of that. Let's give her a round of applause. That is smart as hell.
Shout out to Ginger.
Very smart woman. The ex, the power of the penis. I don't know. Maybe he was pumping her down, and she lost her mother effing mind. And he cut her off, moved on. She couldn't get piped down no more. She probably had mental issues and trauma from back in the day from some other relationship. Maybe controlling. There's a whole plethora of character defects that I'm hearing, and that my soul is telling me about this woman. For her to chase him down my soul is telling me, for her to chase him down at a police precinct, and she had no respect for the authority, pulls out a gun and still starts shooting him at the police station, and then drives off and they chase her down. Yeah.
Across state lines.
across state lines. Like, wow. Like,
sis was big mad.
Yeah, you know what? You can't knock her for being ambitious. I'll tell you that much. Miss, you're gonna go to jail for a very long time. Very long time. And for what? For what? Because he cut you off, and how dare someone cut your precious ass off, and you felt so insulted and you couldn't handle the rejection. I've been rejected for women for a long time. We've all been rejected for things that we wanted. We've been rejected for jobs. We've been rejected for going to places. We've been rejected from having things, all of us in our lifetime. But do we pull out a gun and start running and shooting somebody and go and drive and then driving state lines? No.
Here she is.
Is this an African American or Babylonian?
There she is, Shawn.
She's an African American.
Yep.
Shame on you. And look at your face. You got the Janet Jackson starter kid face. You got the generic Little Kim thing popping. And look at you.
Oh my God.
You're the type of person, you probably have 1,000 selfies on your freaking stupid Instagram page. You think you all of that. And this man.
Shawn, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna attack this woman. We're that's what we're not gonna do. Her having selfies and likes and all that has nothing to do with what that man did to her that drove her to crash out, that drove her to the edge.
What did he do?
His neighbors be playing with us. Stop playing in our face.
Miss Miko.
Be playing with us.
Miss Miko, what could this man have possibly done to her?
You don't know the manipulation. You don't know what she endured with that man the time they were together. For her to think and say, you know what? I'm going to kill him today. And really do it in front of the police?
Well, like I said, I can't knock.
Can drive us crazy.
Like I can't knock her for being ambitious. I can't knock her for her gusto. She got a lot. Remember back to old school heads like me. Remember back in the day we used to say gusto? Remember that, Miss Miko? You're too young for that.
No, I don't recall.
Now I'm going way back.
Gusto.
Put a number on put a chat room if we remember we used to say gusto back in the day. And even if, and I say this unfortunately, even if he was beating her ass, to say there was some of that domestic, for her to still run into a police station and start shooting him in front of the police authorities, She lost her mind. Yes, I agree with
Because
that.
y'all be playing in our face.
Uh, okay, we play in your face, and we do apologize. Okay, we're sorry that we play in your face.
Like Sister Soldier said, think about all the things that you did to women that make them want to run you over and shoot you back in the days. And y'all think it's funny, and then y'all want to move on. And when we're stuck and we're all broken hearted, have left to pick up the pieces of the puzzle, we're tired. We're fighting back now.
Miss Miko, God forbid something happened with you and your beloved husband, Mike Dixon, and God bless Mike. That's my guy. Shout out to Mike Dixon, wherever he is.
I might run him over too. Play with me. Shoot. Certain things are like,
wait a minute.
A no.
Miss Miko.
And Michael Grassi, you're right. He could have been a pedophile. Maybe he did something to her kids. I'll crash out for mine. We don't know what the story is.
Okay. So let's so now we don't know what the story is. Okay, so let's put those justifiable behaviors that will allow him to go in the precinct and shoot up. Let's get that out the way first. Pedophilia, right? Would you say that?
Right.
Okay, 1. Beating her ass. That would be 2.
Right.
Okay. Now, and if that's the case, then she's justified for going to the police precinct to shoot him, right?
Yep. Chase him down and shot him.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, since we don't know what happened, let's take those 2 out the equation and let's dumb it down to the regular situations in life that women start tripping over.
Like good penis,
him having another baby mother, whole family. Let's dumb it down to that. He probably stole some money from her. Let's get into the finances. If that's the case, Miss Miko, should she still run into the police precinct and shoot?
It depends on the severity of it. Yeah.
Well, guess what? We got now whatever she did, because we don't know.
She going to jail.
You going so far in jail that you're not coming out anytime soon. And guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna go back to his baby mother. He's gonna continue his life. Everything is status quo with him. And look at you crazy out here in these streets. And these are felonies now. You know, when state line, you know, shot in the police. You might do 10 to 20 years in jail.
Yeah.
For what? Okay, I'll give you guys those obvious reasons, like Mike Grassi talked about pedophilia. You had sex with the kid, or he beat you. Okay, I give you that. Go in the police station and start shooting on and whatever. You can do that.
All right.
Anything else? This is it. Your life is done. And that's that, all right. And then when the adrenaline of probably by now the adrenaline of your actions have worn down, and now you sitting in a cell.
Like damn.
Yeah, damn. You don't have no. We all live on our devices. You can't get a device. Your whole life has turned upside down. For what? And he ran to the police station. So obviously he didn't want no part. Okay, I'm gonna take out the pedophilia part of it. You know what I'm gonna tell you what, I'm just guessing. You know why I'm gonna say that, Ms. Miko?
Why?
Why did he run to the police station?
He a punk. Now y'all can dish it, but y'all can never take it.
Why did he run to the police station? He obviously was either afraid of her.
He was in a car with others. She chased them down. He got in the car with a few other people, and she chased them down and started shooting at them. He wasn't by himself. So she's like, yeah, your boy could get it too. He was in on it.
Oh my God, she's done. What's her name again?
Her name is, let me see.
Look up on Facebook.
Oh, Chioma Agard.
With T what?
Her name is Chioma Agard.
Chioma.
Chioma. Chioma.
Let's start there. Chioma.
Chioma Agard.
Chioma Agard. That's what that tells me. This woman is out of her mind. She probably got some great vagina. The women that are named Chioma got great vagina. Head game crazy.
Here's Chioma.
There go Chioma. There she go. Look, what's that? A weave or something? What's that on top of her head?
She got a wig. She got the lashes. She got the starter pack. She cool.
She got right. There go Miss Miko. Miss Miko. That's funny. She got the starter pack. You know, she's all that.
She
Is there a
got a
picture?
lace front.
Is the picture of the dude there?
No, his picture's not here.
So there you go. With a name like that, she probably smoked the blunt. She got great vagina. She listened to that trap music. She got the guns. And then she ran into someone that gave her incredible penis because she probably was 10 for 10 with the men. She was probably busting these men's asses sexually throughout her life. And she ran into the right one, choked her out, turned her out, and then
Sean, you
dumped her.
and these stories. What?
And then dumped her. And then, let's go. And then dumped her. And some
What
of
are
the women,
you talking about?
y'all can't get dumped. When y'all get dumped, you lose your mind.
Yo, you crazy.
So to this young lady, you're gonna spend a lot of time in jail. That's it. And ladies out there, calm down. Don't sit there and just because you get cut off from a man. And I'm not talking to the women in the group. I'm talking about generally speaking. I think the women in this group are beyond that behavior. It ain't worth. Maybe you might want to talk to your nieces and the young ladies that are in your life or your daughters, whatever. You already know that it ain't worth none of your nieces and your daughters going crazy over some man where they could spend the rest of their lives in jail or do serious time. And women, that's up to you. Hold on, the door. All right, calm down. Hold on. And women.
Oh, cool. Cool want to go outside, Sean?
Nah, he want to come inside here because my wife walked out. And women, you already know, all the ladies, I'm for sure at some point in the young adult's life, you have those conversations with mother-daughter conversations, nieces, young girls have those conversations about the liability of acting real crazy and jeopardizing your whole life over a man with balance. You got to have those conversations, ladies, with these women out here, because one of your beloved daughters or nieces or whatever gonna run into some strong penis one day. Strong penis. Might screw their head up. And then the dude gonna dump them and then they don't know how to handle it emotionally. So to all you aunties that are in this chat room right now today, call up a niece. Call up your little 21-year-old, 20, 30-year-old niece. Check on. Check on. She might be getting heavy penis and she might get cut off and she don't have the social skills or the mental skills to deal with a breakup.
Right.
Okay. And men, we got to talk to our youngsters. We know that. We got to talk to the men. But ladies, I'm concerned with y'all because y'all out here shooting and running men over and it's crazy. We don't want that.
Crazy.
Got to have those conversations. Remember I told you my son, he was crying over this chick back in the day. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, you got to wipe those tears. Go get you another vagina. You'll be fine.
Sean, whatever.
Even listen,
But
even if
it's okay. It's okay for the guys to try, for the women to cry over the guys, but the men can't cry over the women. Is that what you're saying? He should just wipe his tears and move on.
I didn't say that. I just said
heartbreak is heartbreak, Sean.
I've been Miss Miko.
You have not been heartbroken, Sean. You have not been heartbroken. Stop lying. Stop it. Stop it. You have not been heartbroken, Sean. Stop it.
Miss Miko.
You didn't believe it yourself. Look at your face.
Miss Miko, I've been in more heartbreak in relationships than you.
You've been breaking the hearts. That's what's been happening.
I broke hearts.
You've been doing this in their face, just playing.
Yeah. Yes, I broke hearts, no question about it. But I've had my heart broken as well. And I think that I've had my heart broken in my lifetime more than yours.
No, I'm kind of crazy. I love everybody. I don't know.
I cried over 7 women in my lifetime. Almost choked 3 of them. How many chokes you've had? I've almost had 3 chokes, and I cried over 7 women.
You almost had 3 chokes?
Yep, I'm old choke. I'm
like
old
this
choke. Yep.
or like this?
Nah, it was already like this already. It was already. I had to let go. I had to let go. I had to let go. I was like, I had to let go. It was already right. I was already right there. I had to let go. I had to let go. I had to let go.
Yo, you stupid. She's like,
Be like this. And then when I let her go, I went like this. Miss Miko, I went like this.
so stupid.
I didn't say kill. I was like, I'll kill you.
Stupid.
All right, Miss Miko, before we put a number one in the chat room if y'all enjoyed it. Let's give a clap for Miss Miko. Because I don't know, Miss Miko in the beginning of the show, she was tripping over SennyJ. I don't understand why, but let's clap for Miss Miko. Great job today. Come on.
Thanks, y'all. Y'all know I don't do politics, but I did the best of what I can with what I got.
Miss Miko, and guys, don't forget tomorrow, chat room member of the week. We're super excited about that. And God bless you guys. And thank you so much for tuning in. And we do appreciate you for taking your time out and listening and supporting the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up team. And God bless all you guys. And special shout out to our beloved Sister Soldier, who is the current chat room member of the week. And I just want to show her some love right now. Sister Soldier, guess what? Because you're the chat room member of the week. Hey, because you're the chat room member of the week. Hey, because you're the chat room member of the week. Hey, jam on. Jam on. Put them on chat room if you enjoyed the show this morning, and God bless you guys. Miss Miko, you again, remember, tune in tomorrow for chat room member of the week. God bless you. Remember, if you guys ain't doing nothing, next Saturday we at the for local comedy. We over at the Jetport over there. And Miss Miko, if you might not doing nothing, y'all come on over. You'll be my guest if you want. If you're not doing nothing, next Saturday we got the one and only Smokey Suarez in the building. He's hilarious, so y'all come on out. Miss Miko, you had the last word.
My last word to you guys and everyone listening is do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, you do better.
Yo. Say that one more time.
Do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, you do better.
Yo. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. I want to see the hearts before we close. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? Miss Miko, let me see your shoulder game. Miss Miko, let me see your shoulder game. Where the hearts at? Hey. I got
Don't forget the trick. The mail-in ballots, you know where you gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Yes. Thank you. We see you guys tomorrow.